I beg of you.
She just whipped me! What the
Lock her up! She whipped me! In front of everybody! There's a bailiff! 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 Arrest her! You can't do this! You can't do this in a court! You can't do this anywhere! Where are we, bro? This ain't no BDSM dungeon! What the How are you allowing this?
Life fiber override.
What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's a successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was really a sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. So I wonder how his son is going to be. I wonder if his son is going to be a dirty scumbag, or if he's going to be by the books, or what. He's going to be a mix. I'm interested. And I wonder how old he is, because they said he was a 13-year-old. He was 13 years old when he started, but that doesn't tell me where he is now. He had a perfect record for 40 years, for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they would turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya. Pearly! You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Did you two to come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep. I snuck out of the manor and followed them out. Damn, you let your daughter just... What the fuck is this? A episode of Rugrats? Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. She kind of hard-bodied. I can't... Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a tray-in? I give up. It's time, isn't it? Oh, it's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. I.G. Worth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. Oh, there he is. I still remember him as though I seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. But we were rivals for life. Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. What? What the fuck happened to Edgeworth? Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? June 21st, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, there he is. Oh, shit. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? Wait, whoa. Or they're going to introduce themselves. What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Okay. Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? I don't know what voice to use because I don't know if this is a dude or a girl. Did they ever say? I don't think they. We don't care. I don't know what. Okay, we're just gonna. Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Okay, so it is a woman. Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. What the fuck? What are you trying to do to me? Oh, nah. Judge, she's threatening me in the court. She just pulled out a whip and said she wanted revenge. Judge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Van Fred Von Karma? Judge, she's threatening me. If it's something of personal nature, I'm sure you can.
Hey, what? She just whipped you!
She just whipped you! No way. Lock her up! Lock her up! Do your job for once! If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person, I beg of you.
She just whipped me! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Lock her up! She whipped me! In front of everybody! There's a bailiff! Bailiff! Arrest her! You can't do this! You can't do this in the court! You can't do this anywhere! Where are we, bro? This ain't no BDSM dungeon! What the fuck? How are you allowing this? Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Round two of this judge being incompetent. Round two. Again. He did it in Phoenix Wright. He's doing it in Justice for All. He's going to do it in Trials and Tribulations. He's going to do it every time. This nigga doesn't need to be a judge. This nigga doesn't need to be a judge. Why do you have a job? Why? How? To be fair, she's not touching no one, just flex. But I can't, there's no way I could go in court and say, I'm going to take my revenge on you, bitch. And then the judge is going to look at me and go, damn. All right, give me your opening statement. What? He has literally threatened to hold me in contempt of court for simply getting a question wrong. Oh my God, man. Who is keeping you employed? That's the real villain. Whoever, we keep uncovering the real villain, because first it went from like Edgeworth, and then it went to Von Karma, and then it went to a lot of these other people that were getting arrested, and then it went to the judge. But the real villain, the true villain, are the people keeping him employed. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant Maya Fey will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Arrest that bitch. Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. That's the best sentence uttered in this game. 10 minutes. I get a defense 10 minutes before it changes his plea. So she's calling her shots just like her dad. Okay. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. I ain't stutter. Because the plea justifies self-defense is to say you did kill someone. So she do a little curtsy. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like daughter, I suppose. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes, sir. Oh, wait. Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. She's whipping niggas, bro. She is whipping niggas. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on, bro? Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber was no windows and the door was locked shut. The time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? What? Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Ah, and that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? AD playing like shit again? I believe this is one of the most open and shut This nigga says this every case, bro. Every case, bro. I hate you. I fucking hate you. I hate this bald fuck. Every case, he's just like, without a sliver of doubt, I've heard enough. I feel so defeated. God, he's so terrible. He's not good. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time then. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point blank range. Point blank? Point blank? But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank. I take the Glock, I put it to your forehead, spill his brains all over the concrete. So, yeah, man, it's looking like Maya may have been hypnotized or something, because how would they even get the opportunity to shoot someone point blank? The court accepts it into evidence, Mr. Wright. You may question the witness. All right. Cross-examination. Let's get to it. Let's talk. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. All right. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. So he did have a pistol. Why? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you're missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? Although there were fingerprints?
Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Faye's were also in the grip, sir. That don't mean nothing.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
I walked right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point blank range. Point blank, huh? So how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 8 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Mr. Phoenix, Wright? I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Okay. So, okay. We also xenophobes in this mug. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife.
I see. And whose knife was it?
It looks like it belongs to the Faye, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it.
All over it, huh?
This does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. How severe was the wound? It had to have been an inch more to the right. It would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. His testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used a pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Oh shit. I meant to press that. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure as can be. One look at the wounds and you'll be able to come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? It does matter. So the stab wound could have came after. Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, right? What a pain.
That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered.
It matters too, because the shot could have came first, and then the stabbing could have came from after Maya had channeled the spirit of the nurse. What was her name? Mimi Minnie. So she could have stabbed him after he already had died. So that does matter.
I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence.
Murder weapon was Gray's. 2 shots fired. Bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Murder weapon, a small fruit knife, belongs to the Fays. Bears Maya's fingerprints. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them? Huh. This does seem like an open and shut case. You say that every time.
Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justify self-defense because now would be the time to do so? This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way.
Not guilty!
Ho! If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to the murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer.
Yeah, I can't let that happen.
Your Honor!
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal! I'm playing as Ace Attorney right now. Bro, stop whipping me! You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright, detective.
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike. Choice. Yes, very select things.
Yes, sir. Now I see. Proceedings are run by.
Somebody called me mid-news. What are your plans? God, shit. Oh.
Yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Oh, say less. Yeah, it's nothing major. Just telling bro about to get married in November. Oh, November. That's when it's happening. Damn. It's coming up. But, I mean, congratulations on the engagement. And congratulations when it actually does happen. Congratulations in advance, I should say. Sorry, pal, but there's even more incriminating. There's an even more incriminating piece of evidence.
This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood.
It's a bullet wound. There's a bullet hole on the sleeve. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. That doesn't make sense. How would there be a bullet hole if he wasn't fighting back? This is confusing.
So, so this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this.
This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Maya's costume added to the court record. Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder, there are blood spatters on it.
All right, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints are on both weapons and blood spatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really mad that I put your dad behind bars? Yeah, nobody shedding tears over that fuckboy. Ain't no way. Fake ass Ryuko Matoi. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. I gotta find out who killed my dad. Press him. Why didn't you say so in your early testimony earlier?
You were kind of scary today, you know, pal. Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court.
Attitude? There's somebody whipping me in court. What are you talking about, attitude?
All right, just please stop glaring at me like that.
Satsuki, she is made for you. Why do you guys think that I'm just into anybody that will abuse me? That's not my type. All right. Damn. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. Oh, wait, let me go back to that. Do you understand? You like getting pegged. Stop it. Hey, Light, don't let me expose you, Light. I know what you was reading. I know what you was reading. Don't let me expose you. I'm not gonna say nothing, but hey. Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? As you can see, it's covered in blood. There's blood on the costume. Lab results show that it's the victim's blood. So there's blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So there were there any other clues you could glean from a piece of evidence? This piece of evidence. Well. Objection. Let me go back. Objection. Hold on. Yeah, your objection is definitely not as scary as your dad's. You sounded like the devil. If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on.
Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct.
Dick clit eating.
Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do?
Let me let it go for now. You're right, Your Honor. This is absolutely nothing more to this. For now. We might go back to that. Let me go back. As you can see, it's covered with blood. Yeah, we might press it. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't?
We can find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically.
We're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she could decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, then I'll have her. Alright. Alright. So I should be able to use the costume. Actually, they won't let me look at the costume any further than this. Yeah, because when I looked at the clothes, there was a bullet wound on the sleeve of it. That doesn't make any sense if there was nobody fighting back. I feel like that should prove it alone. I had to present something right here. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. How do I prove this? I know there was a... Hold on. Here's the problem. I know there was a bullet hole on the sleeve, but it's not letting me check the clothes further. So if I was just reading the description of this, I couldn't come to that conclusion. Like if they were letting me check it like everything else, like with this, for example, I can just check this straight up. Or with this, I could check this straight up. Then I would go for it. But now I'm not sure. Is it possible to use the folding screen? 8 inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Let's go for it. Fuck it. Doesn't seem like it's right because the music didn't stop. Yep. Alright, let's go with what I was originally going for. Nope. Alright, let's go back and press this further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an injection like that. There it is. There must be something about this costume. I just had to look harder.
Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it.
Instead of just allow me to try, you just dick ride. Looks like my time is up. So about that costume. Nah, there is something. It's one little thing. Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you are talking about?
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Yeah, hold on. Let me listen to this beat real quick. The problem I got. She ain't get shot. I mean, he ain't get shot. I mean, that bitch ain't get popped. Hold on. Make sure. Bop! I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here.
A hole, but that wasn't in the report.
Hold on.
What's this around the hole?
It smells faintly of gunpowder.
Gunpowder? No one ever told me. You're a detective.
You're a detective.
You're supposed to detect stuff.
A hole that smells of gunpowder.
It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
Order, order, order. This is a very grave matter.
It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually hit me with the Matambo? No, 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 no. I mean, that is what her dad used to do too. I forgot about that. He used to do the. What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
Well, I agree. It is a mistake on the part of the police.
What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. I mean, that contradicts what y'all said about him not being able to fight back, because why is it a bullet hole there? Alright, so now I can see, now I can use the costume. Here, I got you, son. Bitch. Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes?
Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. Kind of hard. I'm kind of bricked up. I'm erect. Yeah. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlook supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Mic drop. Ooh, that's what it. Ooh. Is this what it means to not fight back?
Ah, you're right. It seems you are correct. Obvious fucking evidence that you just presented to us. How the fuck did we overlook a bullet hole? If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Ha! What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Miss Von Karma?
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Ah! Now that you... Why, that's right.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No! Well, yes, that's true.
Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume, that is not enough to substantiate even a plea of self-defense, justified self-defense.
How so?
Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With new information we acquired added in, of course.
You mean by myself?
You want me to put together the scenario all by myself?
Ah! Ah!
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Okay. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim shot a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
The scenario you have put together does make sense.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Wright?
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
Let's get to it then. Hold on, let me save. During the we already read this. Let's press them. Let's press them on everything. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it,
yeah, I guess. Objection! You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Karain channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Karain channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about? I don't quite get it.
Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. Kind of need to understand what's going on, Judge, but alright. Of course, the victim. Go back. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty badly. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ah! Sorry. Where in the world did the pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. How do y'all know that? Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? They talk about the black market like it's just the Amazon. Like, how did you find out this information within a day? What? Was he taking precautions against something? The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Let me go back here. So you're saying that the bullet hole in his costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. Let's go. What's good, Choco? The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. Late but here. Appreciate your presence, sir. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. The defendant then picked up the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me? I wonder. Now, do you understand? Avant Karma's logic is perfect. Why your dad locked up then? His testimony clearly, certainly makes it look very bad. But there's got to be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we can use the folding screen as evidence because the bullet hole right here is on the ground. Because that would mean that he is firing. If they're saying he fired the first shot and it went through the sleeve or whatever, that means that he was standing up when he shot. Actually, now I'm confused. Hold on, let me read this again. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the victim took the gun, the victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. This one right here. Let's go this. Fuck. That doesn't seem like it's right. Fuck. We got 2 more chances in this hole.
Let me think.
Okay, let's try that. He used the last bit of his strength to fight back. Maybe they saying he shouldn't be able to get the shot off in the first place. I don't know about that one though. All right, clutch time. Maybe we're saying if it's point blank, there should have been like a burn or something on her. Victim took a shot, but they were too close. But because they were too close, he missed. Hey, hey, shooter, shoot. Well, let me explain why I picked that though, because well, my thinking is, if she got shot point blank, we keep talking about like the burn marks or whatever. Then shouldn't there be a burn on the clothes, or at least on her arm or something? That's my thinking. All right, let's see. This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Clutch time too, bro. We was one away from failing that whole thing. Oh shit. Let me sit up. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burnt? We got it. Gunpowder burn. This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh, but there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on his costume.
That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you could punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. And I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. It was then, when they separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Yes, wet and nah, just like your daddy. Well then. That's right, the defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor shot his shot. There, that should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of
This nigga, bro. We needed Phoenix on a Tory stop.
What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. This shit don't make no sense. The fuck? I'm not agreeing with her. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That's all I'm saying. Fuck out of here, Judge. Fatal?
Flaw?
Yow! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. Oh, it's where they're sitting at. If she was right here, hold on. Look. If she's supposed to be on the rightmost of that little rectangle thing or square, she has no room to even make space like that. Not space enough to close the distance to prevent a burn mark like that, like they're saying. So it could be the floor plans. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. Oh wait. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. If it's not the floor plans, I may have just fucked up, and then I'll take the L. Let's see. Yeah. Didn't work. Huh. Okay. I didn't think they were going to keep I didn't think I was going to be able to keep going after that. Oh, so it's opposite. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A voting screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Ooh, where? What?
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually swatting low to the ground. Had to get low like the jail pose. The wind take the ashes in the end, bro.
This changes everything.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The reason why I couldn't figure out what they were talking about is because I was thinking that she was getting low, like had the knife in hand. I thought that's what they meant by ready to strike or something. So the victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hits this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Oh fuck, I was not paying attention. Oh shit, I gotta go back. I was not paying attention what the hell he said. I was just agreeing. Oh shit, no! Oh my god, I clicked the fucking wrong button. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I only lose one life. I only lose one life. I only lose one life. Thank God. I was not trying to click that shit. Whew. So close. Here. Behind the folding screen? The victim and his attacker were fighting, were they not? Then what would the attacker be doing all the way back here? Besides which, if the attacker was behind the folding screen, then how could the victim even know where to shoot? It's obviously impossible. Yeah, I guess so. What? Damn, I'm dead. I didn't think I was gonna die. I mean, the nigga could have just seen, actually seen where she went at and just shot. Alright. Peace. I failed Maya Fey. Damn. My bad, Maya. It'll be good. They got good prison food now. We not dead. She's dead. We get to live our life. I'm still getting paid. Like I've been telling y'all, I'm still getting paid. At least I get my lives back.
What the hell? Okay, now I'm confused. Shit, I don't know. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm lost.
One eternity later.
I'm looking this whole up. Okay, so this is where they said.
Okay, there we go. Because I wasn't going to figure that out. We spent like 20 minutes on some stupid shit. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much... Oh, wait. Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she was shot somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there's nothing of the sort around the bullet of this costume. Okay. I'm still a little confused on that though. It changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Swatting all the way by the photo screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured it had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. About time he starts snapping on people. Everybody be acting like clowns and we just be letting them get away with it. Do your fucking job. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be the blast radius of disaster? You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? To think you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why my papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all things to inherit, why did it have to be that swarmery smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Damn, that was kind of 3-strand goatee. Damn. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later.
Punishment?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Who is going to be Ice Spice?
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we can reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
Her papa in jail, but I could be her daddy. Go away, Light. Go back to the game. Go back to watching the game. Please.
Life is just death, taking its time. Who gon' take it from my hand? Was lonely before friends. I'm holding my own hand and taking these bad shots, just hoping they go in. Everything folds in.